to different topics or different issues that need to be addressed, that people need to understand in order to serve the Lord Jesus Christ more perfectly. Well, tonight I have a few things I'll go over, and Lord willing, next week, I'm not sure which night yet, but Lord willing, we'll have a night where I'll open the phone line for some testimony to exalt the Lord.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is always a struggle to figure out what to do here. And I'm trying to monitor it on my little tablet, but I don't see it. Why don't I see it? That is weird. Let me try refreshing. It's always a struggle. It's never quite the same. And I cannot find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I found it. We could be on the air and I don't know it. Hello, hello. Let's see if I got the audio off. So, the sound off. Yeah, it's there. I hear the sound. Oh, we've even got some. Oh, there goes my computer. We even got somebody in the stream. And what to know about. And Brett. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm trying to get streaming going. I'm using OBS, and I may be overwhelming my little PC here. On the main computer, I'm running OBS, SDR Uno, and Chrome. Wow. Took me a while to figure that out, didn't it? And it is, let me give you a scenario now. It's 7:13 p.m. here in Clearwater, Florida. I'm connected to my SDR Play 1, which has my G5RV antenna connected to it through the medium wave filter from RTL-SDR.com. That's the setup. I think that pretty well describes it. Now, why can't I see? Okay, I do see it. So what I had found and what kind of got me interested in jumping on the air here is on 6.165, I heard this channel. I was actually looking for something else, and I didn't find it. And it was booming in. Let me turn it on. Yeah, it's a little weak.
I was talking with a brother the other night. We were talking about different things about the Lord, you know. And he said,
I'm pretty sure this is the station out of Northeast United States. I can't remember the call sign. It doesn't show up over here. I've got the frequency database, and I've got it sorting on the frequency that I've tuned, and so it lists the possible stations that could be on this frequency at this time. Well, at any time, really. This one only shows at any time. That's why there's multiple entries. Like down here at the bottom is Voice Vietnam, and here's all different times it could be on. But what I'm listening to is none of these. None of these. I wish I could remember the call sign. It's a very familiar call sign. It's out of Northeast United States. What I was looking for is WRMI. There was an article on in the latest Spectrum magazine, a long article, about that station down in Miami, and all their facilities and all the frequencies they operate on, and I couldn't find them. But I did find this station, which, let's see if it's still strong. Nope.
Bear with me a minute, I'm trying to... find something here.
Doesn't sound very professional. Not sure what I've got.
I'm looking for something else.
Now, when it was stronger, half an hour ago, it kind of sounded like Rush Limbaugh. It wasn't quite exactly his voice. It was kind of like my voice right now. I've got this sinus infection, and so my voice is scratchy, or more than normally scratchy. So it kind of sounded like him, and he was talking about politics, of course, which he does. So I think that's who it was. I don't know who, and that was before the hour. So that was 25 minutes ago, maybe a half hour ago. I don't know who this guy is. Let me turn him back on again. That's what this show is about. It's the things you find on shortwave. You never know what you're going to find. Let me turn the sound back on.
Or tree. Now, there's tree worshipers, you know, these days, and some of you know that. Earth worshipers and tree worshipers. Now they're turning to worship, you know, stars and planets and trees and animals. I mean, it's getting back to the...
Any clue who that is? And I wish I could remember. They gave the call signs on the hour. I think it was WCRM maybe. And my memory is shot. I can't remember. Let's see who's over in the chat. John D came on. Hey, John. And Douglas Perry. Cool. And this is the kind of hangout, not hangouts. This is not a hangout. This is on the air, streaming. This is kind of the shows I do, in that when I see something that seems interesting, then I try to get on the air and share live what's going on. So let's go back to WRMI, that's out of Miami, and see if I can find a station it's on. So let me turn this, or change this back to find, and then I'll say next. And now I'm stuck in this move. Oh, I still got this turned on. Let me turn that off. There. Now we'll do find. And there it is at 5.85. And then you just click on that, and it tunes it to that. And let me turn the audio back up. Whoa! Holy cow! Oh, gee whiz! Ah! Oh, boy! Sorry about that. Apologize. Sorry. Whoa! A little bit of noise there. Ooh, look at that signal going through there. Man, there's a big signal right there. Let's see what that is. It's probably noise, RF noise or something. Oh. Spanish. Okay, now, let me shut him up. I'll let you listen to him for a few seconds. Y hasta ahora no me han rebotado ninguno, lo cual quiere decir que los están recibiendo. Espero que sea así. Yes, Ronald, you're welcome. Que yo mando las curiosidades, ya vamos a leer los mensajes de texto, ya tranquilo, Guajiro Peña. Ya vamos a leer. Las curiosidades. Okay, now the beauty of this program is it has over here this database, and you can select. You right click, and this is the options of the database. You can select filter by the frequency you're on, and it will show you if it has something in the database. Well, it's a little bit off because I got 5.621, so it's probably 5.620. So we're going to turn this on, and it probably won't find anything. Nope, it didn't find anything. So let's tune down And it's looked and it didn't find anything there, which is not unusual because a lot of these Spanish stations that are south of me don't register in these databases. So they're not in there. So let's turn it back on. I think I'm tuned. Yeah, I think I'm pretty close. Let me, do I dare go down anymore? Maybe try a little lower. Nope. Nope, that's too far. Yeah, it's on 5.620. Strong signal, so it's probably close by. Like, look at the S meter. The S meter's almost pegged down here. Could be Cuba, could be Miami, could be down the street. There's another big one right here. That sounds like data. You never know what you're going to find. Okay, let's go back and turn that off. Filter by frequency. And let's search for the next WRMI. Okay, I've already tried that. Here's a bunch of entries because they're on it multiple times. So there's a 5.95. Try that. Nope. Now let's see what's up there. Look it up at 7. Oh, this is up here. That's the amateur radio band right up here. That's all that activity. Well, let's just go up there and look and listen for a few seconds. That's a little above the amateur radio band. Another Spanish station. Let's see. This looks like data here. No.
Those 9 decorative pieces underneath on the stems, and I was thinking, even those numbers that are so beautiful, depicting we have 9 gifts and 9 fruit of the Spirit. That's the number 7 in the candlestick. All of these numbers, every single detail.
That lady sounds familiar. Let me go back and change this to filter on the frequency. And it finds nothing. 3 point, and that sounds kind of low. That's almost, I think that's in the amateur radio band, 3.135. And I think I'm tuned right on it. Yeah, look like I'm tuned right on it. So I'm not sure. It's almost like my radio's off, or something weird's going on with the band. Okay, let's how is my streaming going? Is the audio okay and the video okay? Like I say, I'm really pounding on this computer with the SDR Uno running, Chrome running, OFB screen capture soft running. Oh, one thing I discovered today, I finally think I solved it, is, hey 741, how you doing? And this afternoon I was playing around with my computer, and what I had done a couple of days ago is the video board in this computer has 2 outputs, at least 2 outputs. It might have 3 outputs. One is HDMI, which is this main screen, and then it has the old video output. And so I thought I could use a second screen to put the OBS software display on so I could watch it over on the other screen. And it seemed to be working. But then when I tried other programs that I was using the main screen on, if I would go off the main screen over to the side screen, then it wouldn't work, which that makes sense because I wasn't pointing to that program in the main screen. But what I was finding is my mouse was getting kind of jerky. And at first I could not figure it out. I rebooted the computer because I had been running some other software, and I couldn't figure it out. And today I thought maybe the computer, it's not very powerful. The computer was getting overwhelmed trying to do that dual display. And so I disconnected this display this afternoon, and it appears to have fixed that problem. So even though this computer has a video card with 2 or 3 video outputs, either the video card or the computer can't keep up. So that was a nice idea, but it's not working. Okay, let's go back to, let's see if that woman's still, I'm surprised.
Without, and there it is unto this day. They did not take out the staves of the ark. They did not. The Hebrew does not read that way.
Yeah, that is the lady. I've heard her before. I think it's something ministry or something like that. Let me try, see if I can crash this thing. Go to my Chrome, and we'll go to Shortwave, short-wave.info, and now I forgot the frequency already. Oh, what was the frequency? This is the disadvantage of not being able to use that second monitor. 7.135. Let me look that up. She sounds so familiar. 7135. There's nothing on 7135. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if somehow I messed up the SDR so that it's giving me bogus frequencies. I know how to figure that out. Let's go to the weather. Not the weather, the time. Let's go to time. 5 or 10 megahertz. Okay. Let's go to 10 megahertz tonight. Nighttime probably will be there. I don't know. Okay, so we're right. There's nothing there on 10 megahertz. Okay, what is going on here? Let me turn the audio. Let me cut it down a little bit so I don't blast you. Yeah, there's nothing there. There's something here pretty big. That's pretty strong. Let me mute it. Oh gosh, gotta watch music playing. 9.385. Okay, 9.385. What the heck happened here? Okay, 9.385. I gotta turn a light on. I'm working in the dark here. There's nothing there. What? Let me try plus or minus 5 here. That's another way of doing this. And there is at 9380. I don't think that's 9380. Unless somehow I've got this radio, software-defined radio detuned. I mean, I'm right on it. You can see there I am pretty much on frequency. And it was coming in. I'll turn off for a second.
Part of the Chinese society, land economy. Thanks for tuning in on Monday in Beijing.
That's China Radio. Yeah, 938. Why isn't it showing up in the database? Let me try this data. Well, no. I'm in that. I'm in the filter mode. Yeah, the filter's on here, so it should show up if it's in the database. Could I be a little bit off? I don't know. Yeah, I agree, 741. That one I had before, 7.385, 7.135 is a ham frequency. That's what I said before. But what was that person doing that sounded like, you know, not ham person? Interesting. 741 says he's not hearing anything on 9385. If I got like a offset here or something in this radio, I didn't do it on purpose. Let's try. Okay, at night I can usually get WWV on 5 megahertz. So let's try 5 megahertz. 5000. I know this is a slow way of doing this. Okay. And I don't see WWV. I don't see anything around 5 megahertz. There's something way down here. See what that is? That's way off frequency. So I turn the sound up. Nope, that's not WWE. What is the world coming to an end? What is going on? Where's WWV? I mean, here's one of these. Nope, that's some Spanish stations, which is not surprising. Okay, 741 says he's getting WWV loud and clear on 5 megahertz, and I'm not. What is on my radio? This is bizarre. Let me go back to 5 megahertz. Okay, something's got to be wrong. What's this big spike over here? No. The Spanish station. What? Any clues, guys? What am I doing wrong? I'm trying to find WWV. I mean, it's not like I'm not getting signals. They don't seem to be in the right place. Just like I say, like I've got some kind of offset or something. I don't know. Something's wrong. So let me see if I can figure it out. Where I am really. Looking down here at any setup problem here. Let's try tuning using this. This tunes the meter bands. And for instance, if I hit 80 meters, yeah, 80 meters should be active at night. And let's see if 80 meters is active. A couple of signals here. Let me turn the volume back up. That sounds like a ham right there. There's a good signal right there. Okay, that's probably lower sideband. Yeah, it automatically set to lower sideband. We tune it. Of course, he stopped talking. Okay, start talking again. Did I tune away from him? Maybe he's on AM. Upper sideband? Oh. Spanish. Upper sideband. He should be on lower sideband. Yeah, no, forget that one. But he's in amateur radio band. Hey, two hands. So let's get away from him. Let's try this one. Okay, he's probably a real ham on lower sideband. Then he quit talking. Or I lost him. Let's go down here. Trying to find someone who's consistently there. And of course they go away. Let me try another little trick here. I was trying to sneak up on it by using the database, sneak up on WWV, and you can see if this is really tuned to 5 megahertz, there is absolutely nothing there. There's something here, I think that was a Cuban station, and let's see, I'm back on AM. I'm lost. Okay, I'm going to cheat here. I'm going to not really cheat. I'm trying to find something to verify that I'm not losing my mind. Yeah, maybe I need Mr. Finger. Okay, let me move my laptop over here, and I'm going to reach behind my little laptop, and I'm going to turn my Grundig radio on, and I'm going to tune to 5 megahertz. Whoops, in the wrong mode. Can barely see it. Frequency mode, and then I'm going to switch the antenna over to it, and there it is. So I have royally gotten something screwed up in SDR Uno or the SDR device itself, but it's not tuning. Whoa, what did it do? Oh, that's because I switched. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. What you were hearing is I also have the output of the Grundig radio piped into a mixer into my computer. So you can hear it in background. And the output of the Grundig, that particular output, is a fixed output, fixed level. So I can come over to my mixer and I can change the level. Ooh, it's getting a little scratchy. Haven't used my mixer in a while, it's a little scratchy. So that's the output of my Grundig radio. And you can hear WWV. Okay, someone suggested I restart Uno. Okay, that's a good idea. Let me restart it. Okay, now I'm going to switch the antenna from the Grundig back to the SDR play. So now it's silent. And I will start Uno again, SDR Uno again. And we'll start play. And there's something there. Oops, whoa, don't want to turn that up too high. There it is. Let's see who told me to do that. 741. Excellent 741. That solved it. So all that time, and I have no idea why, because I hadn't done anything fancy in SDR Uno. I just started it and then started the screen capture software and was playing around with it, and it was tuning, but it was off frequencies for some reason. Now it's on. You can hear it. Let me turn the Grundig radio back off so you won't be misled by it. That's coming from the SDR, and it's now working. Now, I was looking for, originally, 45 minutes ago, an hour ago, I was doing a search, find, they call it, or WRMI. And there it is right there. It's all over the band. Something there, but it's pretty weak. Let's try it higher. That's kind of low. The problem. Let me mute that. The problem where I'm at is down between 5 and say 7, maybe 7.5 megahertz. There's a lot of Cuban or Spanish stations. They're not in any databases, but they're could be in Florida, could be in Cuba, could be in Mexico. There's a lot of Mexico stations that are unregistered, not registered. So I get a lot of that stuff. So I kind of have to stay away from that low band. So you see these huge signals here? That's probably one of those. Like, let me just try this one here. Let me turn it up. Yeah. Yeah, there's one. And he could be down the street. I mean, they're all over the place here in Clearwater, Florida, and just booming in. You can see how big that signal is. There's one there. They're just booming in. So they might not be running a lot of power, or they could be, but they could be very close to me. So let's go back to my search for WRMI. That was the original plan. And let's get out of this band. Let's go up. What you do is just scroll up the database and pick some place and then say search next. Oh, it didn't do what I wanted to do. I thought it would get off of that. Okay, there we go. We're up to 7.7. So let's select that one, 7.78, and we'll unmute it, and nothing. Okay, they should be on the radio. I mean, they should be on the air right now, but I'm not getting it. Okay, Andrews suggested 3885 AM. Okay, let's see what's down there. 3885. And AM. And I've got 0. I'm sorry, I got 0. That didn't work out. Let's try going to the next frequency that supposedly WRMI is on. And they're not there. 9.395, not there. There's a big station right there. See what that is. Now there's that lady we heard before on a different frequency. So let me try tuning that in a little better. And then we'll change this to filter by frequency. And I believe that is Trans World Radio is what we're hearing. Let me, or it could be China Radio. Let me shut up for a minute and let you listen.
The labor dividend and marginal utility of capital investment have been continuously decreasing in the past few years. We believe AI will become an important impetus that stimulates the economic growth of our country.
AI is already widely used in various industries, including healthcare, manufacturing, transport, customer services, and finance.
Coming in pretty good.
Hong Kong is China's second largest e-commerce player. He operates at least 3 unmanned sorting centers across China in his bid to speed up efficiency and improve accuracy.
That's probably China Radio. She mentioned China several times there. So I'm guessing that's China Radio International on 9.585. And I'm not sure. Let me see if we can go over to Shortwave and see where the transmitter is. 9585, 95 or whatever it was. What was it, guys? Let me go back. 9585. That's what I said. Okay, 9585. 9585. And I didn't find it. Oh, I put 65. How do I do? Am I losing my mind or what? And I'm going to put it right on frequency and not give it plus or minus. And it says China Radio, if that's what it is, which I think it is because she mentioned China Radio, China twice. Let me see where the transmitter is. The transmitter is, let me zoom out here. Looks like China. Wow, inland China, way over there. So I may be getting it from this direction as opposed to this direction. But that's coming in good. I mean, let me get back, turn it back on.
Technology focuses on practical artificial intelligence research and innovation, especially facial recognition. This company mainly provides advanced AI-based business solutions to build a safer, healthier, and more convenient working environment.
It could be 0091 Joey. It could be out of Cuba. It sounds very strong to be out of China. Although, when I looked at the index here, this particular frequency. No, now here's something that looks suspicious. It says right now that Okay, this says this particular show ends at 2000 hours, or starts at 2000 hours and ends at 2027, and it's now 0:48 hours. So that might not be that. So that could be incorrect. It could be, and it says it's in Serbian or Hungarian, and that obviously was in English. And so maybe it's not China radio. Let's go back and listen some more. Let me go back. She mentioned China though? Several times.
With even higher efficiency. Its performance in the past 5 years or so has become more competitive than even 10 years ago. That is because AI's ability was once limited by its machine learning software, but with more powerful graphics processing units or processors being invented, machine learning software has been made far more sophisticated. As a result, AI can absorb more data, so it can learn new things and perfect its performance. And this is why it's hardly surprising that so many new accomplishments have been made in just recent years. Chinese tech firms...
Okay, 741 suggests that he's hearing the same thing on 9570. 9570 is the frequency I normally hear China radio on. So let me tune that. 9570. 9570. Whoops, went past it. And I don't see anything on the display here. Let me turn the audio back on. Nope, I don't see anything there. So could it be that I'm still got something messed up? Let me look in the database just to verify 9570. Although it did say that the frequency I had, there is China radio on that frequency sometime. Nope. Oh yeah, not to get back. There it is, right there, 9570 in English. So am I getting fooled again? Let me do the test I did before, which I turned on my. Okay, Brett Wayne. Brett, where are you at approximately? Because you said there's nothing on 9570 where you're at. While you're responding to that, I'm going to turn the Grundig on again and tune 9570. That's coming in even without an antenna. Let me turn it up a little bit.
China has witnessed an incredible industrial renovation thanks to the era of the internet.
Now that's definitely Chinese person talking.
AI will be used in every industry.
Now that's booming in on my Grundig, and my Grundig doesn't even have the antenna connected. Let me turn it down a little bit so don't knock your socks off, and I'll switch the antenna over.
Plus app on your mobile phone to
Yeah.
listen to our show Horizons. I'm your host, Manling. See you tomorrow.
I think I still got something messed up with the SDR Uno. Because that's coming in on 9570. Now let me try, what was the other frequency I had? 98 something. Oh, look at this. The spectrum now here is, oh, that's because I don't have an antenna. Yeah, it's China radio. We turn that down. I think I was right here. No, not exactly. Now it's on 9.60. That's definitely China. And it's booming in. I'll try restarting it again. I wonder, let me get a start first. Okay, it's not there. I think I know what's happening. I think. Let me turn this audio back down. I think what's happening is I was concerned at the beginning that my computer would get overwhelmed trying to run the OBS software, Chrome, and SDR Uno. I think what's happening is the SDR Uno is getting out of sync with the frequency I'm selecting, because it seems like when I exit and come back, it seems to be on frequency. But then when I start tuning around, and maybe it's the way I'm tuning around using the memory database, I lose it. So I'm going to stay away from the memory database, and let's look at this big signal right here, and we'll turn the volume back up. Okay, that's...
Apartments are beautiful. Can I say
Sure, you can say 公寓.
That's definitely China Radio. That's the program where they're teaching you Chinese. So that's China Radio. Right now it's saying that I'm on 9.630. I don't think China Radio is on 9.360. I'll look it up in the database. I don't think it's on there. Why should make me a liar out of it? 9.360. They just made a liar out of me. Oh, this is, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but it's another radio station out of China, 9.360. Although it says right now it's in Chinese, but it's in English. But maybe it's saying it's in Chinese because they're teaching you Chinese. I don't know. Okay. Let's try 9570 without doing anything complicated. We will just, let me turn the audio back up. Oh, you're hearing the audio from, right now you're hearing the audio from the Grundig. So we turn the Grundig off. And we'll turn this off mute.
access to a lot more Chinese learning materials?
That's China Radio.
That's TRRenglish.com.
So let's try 9570. 9, oops, wrong way. Not there. Okay, now I'm going to exit the program and then restart it. There's nothing there. I'm supposedly on 9.570. So I'm going to stop. Let me just start it again. Nope, that made no difference. I'm going to exit the program, and then I'm going to restart it. And I'm going to say play. Something there. China Radio. So something is amiss. I'm guessing. Oh, it just. Oh, I said stop. I'm guessing that the SDR Uno program is not getting enough CPU units, whatever, and it's falling behind, and so it's getting out of sync with the frequency. That's what I'm guessing. As I mentioned earlier, let me try changing the bandwidth of which I'm displaying, so it's not having to work so hard. Although, it's not running right now. Let's do a play. I don't know if this shows up. Okay, it didn't show that it was using a lot of CPU. This is where it is down here. So what I was going to do, I was going to change this to 1 and change this to, ooh, that's interesting. It got set to 2.2. When did it get set to 2.2? I don't know. So I'm going to set it to 2. So I got the bandwidth now 2 megahertz. I'm going to say play. And that's China radio, but it's not too good. But that could just mean band conditions changed on me. Now let's see what happens when I try to go to WWV. So let's do. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use a database. I could be mucking it up. Let me just tune here to 5 megahertz. There's a strong signal, but it's not at 5 megahertz. Nope. Something right there. Yeah, that's Cuban station. Okay, let's go back to 5 megahertz. Oop. I'm not hearing anything. Stop. Exit the program. Give it a few seconds to rest. Start the program. Play. Still not there. And I'm sure it's there, really. Okay, 741, thanks for your help. Ooh. I think there's WWV. I heard it real weak. So maybe band conditions have changed. Yeah. There it is. Okay, so I got WWV. Both the Colorado one and the one in Hawaii. So coming in pretty strong at, well, it's a little below 5 megahertz. I don't know why it's a little below, but it is. So let's try 10 megahertz. Let me even this back up. Let's go up to 10 megahertz. Still should be fairly strong there. Yeah, it's there. There it is. A little off. Little off frequency, but not bad. Let's try 9.5. Whoops. 9570. There it is. Still a little bit off. I don't know why it's a little bit off. But it's working now. Or appears to be working. So my guess is SDR Uno was just not keeping up when I was trying to tune or do other things in SDR Uno with all the other stuff that the computer's trying to do, including streaming. So you see right now, yeah, let me beat that. Right down here, you can see, I think the first number is how much CPU power that this program is using. And then I think the next number, and I don't know how accurate these numbers are, I think that's the overall system use. Now, let's kind of, to end the show maybe, because it might crash, I'm going to try to run the task manager, which will give me those numbers. And it may crash the whole thing, so this might be the end of my show. So here we go. Control-Alt-Delete, here we come. Control-Alt-Delete. Task manager. Oh, yeah, I just saw it jumped up to, well, that was when task manager started. So it's running, task manager saying that the CPU usage right now is 42% when I'm not touching anything. And it could be when I tell STR-Uno to do things like search for something in the database, it could be that it's going over 100% and therefore STR-Uno is losing data because it's not keeping up. Let me move this over. I'm really pushing my computer here. And let's go to the visual performance, performance graph. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try like doing a search in the database and see if all goes crashing down. And watch this graph over here. This is the CPU utilization. So I'm coming over here and I'm going to right click and I'm going to choose find, and I'm going to type in WRMI, and so far it's still holding in there, and I'll say next, next, next. So far it's holding in there, and I'll click on one of these frequencies so it has to tune the radio. It hasn't gone over like 50%. Now, whether it's still working right or not, I got a lot of things going on here. So let me move this out of my way here and tune to WWV at 5 megahertz using the wheel. That's another thing I did. CPU is still pretty stable. CPU usage. We'll turn the mute off. It looks like it's a little bit off. There's WWV. Right in there. It's there. Still any, I didn't see any big spike. So it didn't appear to run out of CPU power. But it still appears to be close to being on frequency. It's a little bit off. Let me mute this noise. So it appears I'm getting WWV on 5 megahertz, except it's a little bit off. It could be that the SDR play has drifted because it's been on for a couple hours now. So that could explain that. I never have calibrated it, so I don't know how far it's off frequency once it warms up. So it appears to be working where before maybe I was doing something that caused it to lose, STR-Uno to lose sync and not be displaying the right frequency. It was still receiving, but it wasn't receiving on the right frequency. So at this point, I'm pretty exhausted. Let me move the mouse around, see if that does anything. You never know what's running in background. Now, one thing I was doing, I was also going to Chrome. Let me go to Chrome here and see if that messes up anything. So I'm in Chrome now. Let's see what the task manager is doing. Oh, a little spike there. And I did a search in Chrome. I'm just going to search for 9570. Okay, let's see what Task Manager shows. Oh, look at there. Look at right there. That's it. When I'm doing a search on this website, shortwave-info, I get a spike. And it was pretty close there to like over 90%. That could be what caused SDR Uno to lose where it was. Because that's what I was doing. I was going back and forth between Chrome and on this website and SDR Uno. And you see right here, when I did that search, there's a big spike. Let me try it again, see if it duplicates. Let's just, I'm going to choose 9385. Oh, yeah, look at that. It went to 100%. That's it. That's it. So I've got to, if I stay away from using Chrome or specifically using this website, I shouldn't mess up the radio as far as getting out of sync and not tuning to what I thought it was. So I'm pretty exhausted, and I did learn something. I learned that I can do this streaming using the OBS software, and I can capture SDR Uno, but then when I throw Chrome on top of that, oh, and also I've got, I see now, no, I don't. I was going to say I have the webcam running, but I don't have that running. Then when I go use Chrome and do a lookup on short-wave.info, it's too much for my computer. It's just too much for my computer. So, I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty exhausted. I'm about to go get me a soft drink here and cool off. I thank everybody for watching. Let me see what we got now as far as viewers right at this moment. It says we have 18 people watching. I think at one time we had 25 or 30. So this turned out pretty good. I've learned something. I want to do more of these. If you enjoy these, please let me know. If you enjoy these streaming and playing around with my radios or something else. If you enjoy this, I found the limitation here. It didn't surprise me. I'm surprised it didn't crash. So the fact that I had that problem with SDR Uno didn't surprise me. Now, another program I could try, but I'm pretty sure it will crash, is SDR Console. SDR Console is pretty CPU intensive, and I don't think in this scenario I can run that and stream at the same time. This computer I've got just can't handle it. It's not that powerful, as you saw briefly when I had the task manager up there. It's an AMD processor, quad core. Of course, like to have, you know, an i5 or an i7, but I don't. So anyway, If you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. We'll say bye-bye. And like I say, I'll do more of these, but I'll schedule them ahead of time instead of this at the last minute. Okay, so all I have to do is figure out how to stop this. It's one of these right here. Okay, stop streaming. Bye-bye.